All right. Well, so despite my son crying in the background, you'll just have to deal with that. I'm Sean.
I'm Michael.
And we're here to talk about the back end of the March on Harrisburg website. So if you've landed here, you haven't logged in, you're just some regular new user, the best way to do this, there's two ways to do it. You can see there's the login and register up here on the top, or you can just hit the login over here, and it will bring you to a place where you can log in. You can log in with Facebook, Google, or Twitter. Just remember that you want to stay consistent with whichever one you logged in on. If you logged in initially under Facebook and then you log in with Google, it will create a separate user for you, and you will not be in all of your awesome groups and all the good stuff that's in the back end. So just remember, if you started with Facebook, stay with Facebook. If you started with Google, stay with Google.
Everybody, please log in ASAP if you haven't done so already.
Cool. So I'm an admin, and so I'm not using one of these myself. I'm just going to log in with my own credentials. Here I am on the back end, and now you'll notice that the login at the top has been replaced with this members menu, and you can kind of go in and see all of the different cool stuff that's going on in the background here. All right, so as I load in the members, here's me, and I can say,
by the way, that's the source of the noise.
That is the source of the noise, that little picture right there. Say on here I want to send a message to Michael and say like, hey, you're doing great. I can do that, and so if you notice, just like Twitter, I'm just doing like the @ symbol, and I started typing in ME because I know that's his username, and it automatically started populating who else it could be, right? So if I wanted to maybe do Zelba, it should automatically come up with Zelba. All right, so that's pretty useful if you want to just kind of like shout out to people. So this is just like kind of like a Facebook or Twitter feed. You can sort of see these are all of the different things that I have created and I've said on my feed. Let's take a look at what else do we look at before we get into groups? Maybe your notifications. So if someone else has sent you an email or a message over this platform, if someone else has sent you a message or email over the platform, it will come up here. I have no unread ones, but you can see when I click on a read that there are a few ones that Michael sent, accepted my friendship. Oh, that's nice, thank you. Alex also, he requested my friendship, which was quite nice. And then Steven, he accepted my friendship. So one other thing that you really want to make sure you do, which will be just nice for the aesthetics of the site, and it will also help us all to know who each person is a little bit better, and only us, we're the only people on the site that really are seeing it, March on Harrisburg people. So if you can have like your picture so that we can sort of see who is each person, that would be great. And so that's in your profile. You can get to that by just going to profile here and edit. Let me do that right now so you can sort of see what that looks like. So my name, I can change that, so you can change it from like some long string to just your name if you want. Please also put if you're interested in helping for Organize on March on Harrisburg. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably are.
You're a yes.
You're a yes. And then if you're marching with us, also a yes. All right. This allows us to very easily sort of see from the people who are logged in and have registered on the site who it is that we want to reach out to when we're doing an organizing drive, and who we want to reach out to when we want to contact those who are marching with us. All right. Then I also have a little section in here that says, what can I do that is fantastic? And so you can just kind of type in what it is that you're good at, what kind of skills you have, and any ways that you'd be willing to donate those skills to the cause here. And you can hit save changes, and that will also help us to sort of filter you to the appropriate place that you can help out most. So that's sort of like the Facebook aspect backend piece here. We're going to get into talking about groups in a second. Just remember, if you've gone in, you've done profile, view, or edit here, and you're editing your profile, this is where you would change your profile picture so that it is, of you and not just some like blank piece. And then the cover image is obviously a little less necessary, but it's nice.
Pick your favorite Muppet.
It's a nice thing. Pick your favorite Muppet. Exactly. I picked my favorite Muppet, so we went from there. And so then we can easily kind of see what each person is doing. You can check in with other people. You can create groups, which we're about to get into in a second, and start organizing. So that's really where we're going to go next. Anything else on this back end you want to mention?
I just want to mention that this is the replacement of Signal and Slack. So the website is the way we're communicating, and we'll get kind of into, when we get into groups, that will all become a bit more clear.
Cool. So we're going to do groups now.